Hello everyone, welcome to Drishti CUET undergraduate program and I am your mentor Shashank welcoming you all in today's session. So learners, today in this session I will be discussing with you the Gupta dynasty, and Gupta dynasty guys, and overall Gupta dynasty that started from 275 AD and went up to around 550 AD. And Gupta period, that is overall Gupta period, is called golden period of Indian history. You must have heard this thing, because once you will read about Gupta period you will find that different type of achievements was being done. So there was significant achievement in the field of science, literature, art. Then you will find that in scientific temperament. So overall this period is considered as the golden period of Indian history. Now, before I should start the Gupta period, after the decline of the Mauryas in the north, the power that was held by the kingdom, or the power which was held by the dynasty, that was Kushanas. So after decline of Mauryas in the north, Kushana took over the place, and after the decline of the and in the South India, that was Satavahanas. So when Mauryan Empire declined, so when Mauryan Empire declined, the charge was taken by Kushan rulers, Kushanas in the North India, and you will find that in South India that was Satavahanas, and Satavahanas they defeated the Kanva dynasty and started their own one. So in South India it was Satavahanas. So it was Andhra Satavahan, Andhra Satavahan dynasty, and these Andhra Satavahan people, they called themselves Andhra Bhrite. So they called themselves Andhra Bhrite, and they associate themselves. So the Satavahan ruler, they associate themselves with solar god. Solar god means they associate themselves from sun, because Sat and Vahan means vehicle. So it is said that there are 7 horses in the chariot of sun. Therefore they consider themselves, they associate themselves from the solar god, and they call themselves Andhra Bhrite. Bhrit is a Sanskrit word, and that is used for the worker, that is used for the servant. So they call themselves as the servants of Andhra. So Bhrit is a word which is used for servant. So it is used for servant. So they called themselves as the servant of Andhra. Servant of Andhra. Therefore, they were known as Andhra Bhrite. Now, guys, when Kushan Empire declined in the north and Satavahanas, they began to fall in the south. So there was complete hollow space in the political history of India. And then in the northern India, guys, when Kushana Empire fall, the place was taken by Gupta rulers. So after decline of Kushans in North India, the place was taken by the place of Kushana, place of the Kushans were taken by Gupta rulers. So place of Kushans, they were taken by Gupta rulers, and these Gupta rulers, they were initially the feudals of Kushanas. So the Gupta rulers, they were initially the feudals of Kushanas, and when Kushan dynasty became weak, so they started declaring their areas independent and started dynasties by their own name. So that I have mentioned, guys, after the fall of Mauryan Empire, the Kushanas came in the North India and Satavahanas came in the south. And the Gupta Empire later replaced the Kushanas and maintained the political unity. So Kushanas, after the decline of Kushanas, when Gupta rulers came, they maintained the political unity of India, and they were the ministers of Kushan rulers. So initially they were ministers of Kushans. Kushan rulers. So technically they were feudals. Feudals of Kushan rulers. Feudal in Hindi they are called Samant. And feudals, guys, they are those ministers, they were given land instead of cash as a salary. So whatever their salary was being decided, they used to take that salary from the land by taking the tax. For example, guys, if any person is given a particular area in as a feudal, so he will be given a particular area and the salary was decided, for example, it is 100 gold coins, for example. Now, what that person will do, what that feudal will do, first of all, he will collect the tax from that area. When he will collect the tax, he will keep 100 gold coins as the salary, and rest of the gold coins, the feudal will send to the central empire. So that is called feudalism. And feudalism or feudals were those ministers who were given land instead of cash. So now, guys, it is said that ki Kushanas, they started feudalism in India, and when feudalism became when feudalism they started feudalism, and Gupta rulers, they were initially feudals of Kushanas. Now when the dynasty of Kushan, it became weak, so that came on the verge of decline, you will find that ki the Gupta rulers, they overpowered Kushanas and they started dynasties by their own name. So this is how, guys, Gupta dynasty came in power. And the founder of this dynasty, so the founder of this dynasty was Sri Gupta. Sri Gupta was the founder and he adopted the title of Maharaj. He adopted the title of Maharaj. Other than this, guys, their area of rule was Magad. So Magad again became the center of attraction, because after defeat of Kanva dynasty, the center of power went to South India, and the capital of the Gupta rulers, that was Patliputra. And Patliputra, guys, it is present day Patna. So it is present day Patna. So capital became Patliputra. So I hope, guys, is that clear to all of you ki how Gupta rulers came in power? That was after decline of Kushanas in north, and initially they were feudals of Kushanas. And when Kushan dynasty became weak, they started declaring their areas independent and started dynasties by their own name. So this is how Kushan came in the power of North India. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, guys, let's discuss about the important rulers of Kushans. First important ruler of the Kushan, guys, let's discuss the important ruler of Gupta dynasty. Now, founder of Gupta dynasty was Sri Gupta, and he ruled from 275 to 300 AD. That means almost period of 25 years. And AD means Anno Domini. And Anno Domini, it is also known as CE, and that means in year of God. In year of, so in year of God, it is a Latin word. So it is a Latin word that means in year of God. So founder of this dynasty was Sri Gupta. So Sri Gupta was the founder of this dynasty, and as I have told you, he adopted the title of Maharaj. So Sri Gupta adopted the title of Maharaj. He was not the sovereign ruler. So although he behaved like independent ruler, but for the name, he was not sovereign. He was working as a feudal of Kushanas, but practically he was independent. Now, guys, after Sri Gupta, his son Ghatotkacha became the next ruler, and he ruled for 19 years, that is 300 to 319 AD, and he also adopted the title of Maharaj, and he was the son of Sri Gupta. Son of Sri Gupta. And in the ancient India, guys, you will find that the elder son used to become the next successor. So successor was Sri Gupta, and he became the next ruler. Now, information about Ghatotkacha we get from Pune copper plate inscription of Prabhavati Gupta. So you will find, guys, ki the detail information about Ghatotkacha, comes from the Pune inscription. Pune inscription, it is a type of a copper plate inscription. It is a type of a copper plate inscription that is written in Sanskrit, and it is found from Pune, and that was written by Prabhavati Gupta. And who was she? Prabhavati Gupta. She was, guys, daughter of Chandragupta II or Chandragupta Vikramaditya. So Prabhavati Gupta, she was daughter of Chandragupta II, Chandragupta II and Kuber Naga. Kuber Naga, and she was married to Wakatak king, that was Rudrasen II. He was from the Wakatak dynasty and he was son of Prithvi Sen. So he was son of Prithvi Sen, that was Rudrasen II, and she was married to Rudrasen II, son of Prithvi Sen. And he became ruler for a just period of 5 years. So he ruled only for 5 years. So he ruled only for 5 years before the death. So Prabhavati Gupta, she was married to Wakatak dynasty, and this dynasty was ruling in the area of Maharashtra. So this was ruling in area of Maharashtra. So they were ruling in the area of Maharashtra. So this is how the information about Ghatotkacha we find from copper plate inscription of Prabhavati Gupta, that is being found from Pune, that is now Pune. And who was Prabhavati Gupta? So she was daughter of Chandragupta II and Kuber Naga, and she was married to Rudrasen II. And who was he? So he was king of Wakatak dynasty and son of Prithvi Sen first. I hope it is clear to all of you. So son of Prithvi Sen first. I hope it is clear to all guys ki who was Prabhavati Gupta and how she was associated with Wakatak dynasty. So initially she was married in Wakatak dynasty. So she was princess of Gupta dynasty who was married in Wakatak dynasty. And Ghatotkacha also adopted the title of Maharaj. So the historians conclude that they were not independent king in nature, they were not sovereign king. So both Shrigupta and Ghatotkacha, they were not independent rulers. They were not independent rulers in nature. So they were not independent rulers in nature, guys. So whether it is Shrigupta or Ghatotkacha, they were not independent rulers. Technically, they were not independent rulers, but they were behaving like an independent one. So they still considered themselves as the feudal of Kushanas because they did not introduce their coin. And once any person becomes independent ruler, first of all, he introduces the coin of his own. So I hope, my dear learners, is that clear to all of you about the introduction of Shrigupta and Ghatotkacha. Now guys, after the death of Ghatotkacha, his son Chandragupta first will become the ruler. So after his death, Chandragupta first will become the ruler and he will rule from 319 to 335 AD. And Chandragupta, guys, is considered as the real founder of the Gupta dynasty. Why he is called real founder of Gupta dynasty? Because he was completely independent king in nature. So he was completely independent ruler in nature. So he was completely independent ruler. So he was completely independent ruler. Why I am saying that he was complete independent ruler? Because of two reasons. First of all, guys, he adopted the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. He adopted the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. Maharaja Dhiraj means kings of king. Rajaon ka Raja, Maharaja Dhiraj. And he introduced independent coins. He introduced independent coins that was made up of gold and silver. So that was made up of gold and silver. So he started independent coins. Therefore, the historians conclude that he was completely independent ruler of Gupta dynasty, and therefore they called him as the real founder of Gupta dynasty. Guys, when Chandragupta first became the ruler, so he started Gupta calendar. So in 319 AD, Chandragupta started Gupta Samvat, and Samvat means calendar. So he started Gupta calendar. Why he started in 319? Because this was the year of coronation. This was the year of coronation of Chandragupta Maurya, Chandragupta first. That this year he became the ruler. So this year he, the year in which he became the ruler. So the year in which he became the ruler, that was in 319 AD, and then he became the ruler. Now guys, the nature of this Gupta calendar was lunar. So it was lunar calendar in nature. So it was lunar calendar in nature, guys, that was completely based on the movement of moon. So it was completely based on the movement of moon. Therefore, it was a lunar calendar in nature. Now guys, Chandragupta first, now he wanted that he should become politically strong. So the first ambition of him after becoming independent ruler, that he wanted to make himself politically stronger. So he used matrimonial alliances. So in order to make himself politically stronger, he used matrimonial alliances to strengthen his position. And in that measure, he married Lichvi Princess Kumar Devi, because Lichvi at that point of time was one of the strongest republics of Vajji group. So in order to make himself politically stronger, he married Lichvi Princess Kumar Devi and issued gold coins with her. Therefore, guys, this lady Kumar Devi, she became the first queen of ancient India to be figured on coins. So first of all, guys, he wanted to make himself politically stronger. So he wanted to make himself politically stronger. Therefore, he thought that war is not the answer of every question. You want to make yourself politically stronger, so you should initiate war against other kingdoms. So he used a very peaceful way to make himself politically stronger. That was matrimonial alliance. Matrimonial alliance. So that the relationship will last for the maximum time. So the relationship will last for the maximum time. I cannot say forever, because nothing is permanent. So the relationship between the two kingdoms will last for the longer time, and the groom's kingdom will be protected by bride as well. So what happened, guys, the same thing was followed by Chandragupta first, and he married Princess Kumar Devi, and she was from Lichvi dynasty. And Lichvi dynasty, guys, that was the dynasty, was one of the strongest republics of Vajji group. So it was one of the strongest republic of Vajji group. So that was Lichvi dynasty. So, and after this marriage, guys, Chandragupta issued a coin. Chandragupta issued a coin. Chandragupta issued a gold coin in which he was standing with Kumar Devi. Standing with Kumar Devi. So issued a gold coin in which he was standing with Kumar Devi. So one side king was standing, another side queen was standing. Therefore, historians called this type of coin is king-queen type coin. So historians called this coin as a king-queen type coin, that is called Raja Rani Prakar ka Sikka. Raja Rani Prakar ka Sikka. So that was called Raja Rani Prakar ka Sikka, and that was being made by gold, and gold coins, that was called dinar. So gold coins in Gupta period, they were called dinar. So he was standing with Kumar Devi, therefore Kumar Devi became the first queen of ancient India to be figured on coins. To be figured on coins. So Kumar Devi became the first queen of ancient India that was figured on coins. So the first independent ruler of this dynasty was Chandragupta I. And why I am saying he was the first independent ruler, that I have given you the reason, because he was the first ruler who adopted the title of Maharaja Dhiraj, and he introduced independent coinage system. So I hope it is clear to everyone, guys. Then do let me know. Then we'll move to the next thing to discuss. So I hope it is clear to all. Is that clear to all? Now, after Chandragupta I, his son Samudragupta will become the ruler. So after Chandragupta I, guys, his son Samudragupta became the ruler, and he ruled from 335 to 375 AD, and his wife was Datta Devi. Now, guys, Samudragupta, he was son of Chandragupta I and Kumar Devi. So he was son of Chandragupta I and Kumar Devi was associated with 𝗕liche dynasty. And before marriage, she was associated with 𝗕liche dynasty of Vajji group. So she was associated with 𝗕liche dynasty, and 𝗕liche was, guys, a very strong republic, and everyone feels pride to get associated with this republic. Therefore, Samudragupta, in order to show himself politically stronger. So Samudragupta, in order to show himself politically stronger, he adopted the title of 𝗕liche. So he adopted the title of 𝗕liche. Dohitra is the son of daughter. So Dohitra in Hindi is called Nati, and this is son of daughter. So son of daughter. So he adopted the title of 𝗕liche. Why? Because 𝗕liche was very strong republic, and everyone feels pride to get associated with this type of strong republic. So he adopted the title of 𝗕liche. And you will get to know about Samudragupta. You will get to know about the military conquest of Samudragupta. Other than this, you will get to know about the chronology of the Gupta rulers. That was through a inscription that is known as Prayag Prashasti. So guys, information about the victories plus the chronologies of the Gupta ruler, you will get to know from the Prayag Prashasti. Now guys, Prayag Prashasti, what type of thing it is? So it is a stone inscription. Stone inscription that was written by Hari Sen. So it is a stone inscription written by Hari Sen. So it is written by Hari Sen, and you will find, guys, that this Hari Sen was court poet of Samudragupta. He was court poet of Samudragupta, guys, and he wrote Hari Sen in Sanskrit language, and it is written in Champu style. Champu style, it is a style in which you have prose plus poetry. So the style that comprises of prose plus poetry, that is called Champu style, and this Prayag Prashasti, it is being written in Champu style. And you will find two types of information. you will find two types of information. First, you will find that is the victories, information about info about victories of Samudragupta, and in this inscription it is being written that Samudragupta was the winner of 100 war, was the winner of 100 wars. And then you will find the chronology of Gupta rulers. You will find the chronology of Gupta. So you will find the chronology of Gupta rulers. And now guys, once you will find the victories of Samudragupta in this, therefore it is said that Harishen wrote that Samudragupta was the winner of 100 wars. So he fought 100 wars in his lifetime and he's won all the wars. Therefore, because of his military conquest, because of his military achievements, there is an Irish historian whose name was Vincent Arthur Smith. So there is an Irish historian whose name was Vincent Arthur Smith. He called him Napoleon of India. So there was an Irish historian, or simply you can say that Western historian who was from Ireland, whose name was Vincent Arthur Smith, called Samudragupta as a Napoleon of India because of his military achievement. And other than this, guys, you will find that Samudragupta was the first ruler of the Gupta dynasty who established direct control in the North India and indirect control in South. So he was the first Gupta ruler. So he was the Gupta ruler who established direct control in North, direct control in North India and indirect control in South India. So direct control in North and indirect control in South India. Now guys, what he used to do, so he used to win the areas of the South and then he used to give the areas to that ruler to whom it belonged. And then he used to have three things. First was Atmanivedan, then you have to be personally present during the important occasions of the Gupta ruler. Then Kanyopayan, that means you have to marry your daughter or sister in Gupta Empire to show that your faithfulness. And third is Gurutma Dankit, that means you have to circulate the Garul type coin of Gupta ruler in your area. So this was the three method to show your faith towards the Gupta ruler. So they established indirect control in the South India. I hope it is clear to all. Other than this, guys, Samudragupta himself was a very great personality. So it is said that he was the first Gupta ruler who performed two Ashwamedh Yajna and assumed the title of Ashwamedh Parakram. So he did two Ashwamedh Yajna in his lifetime and adopted the title of Ashwamedh Parakram, and this we come to know from the coin. So he issued coin. So he issued coin in which he was performing Ashwamedh Yajna. Therefore, he called himself as the Ashwamedh Parakram, and he also adopted the title of Kaviraj. He also adopted the title of Kaviraj. Kaviraj means great poet. Kaviraj means great poet, and we do not have any evidence about his writing, whether he used to write good poems or not. So we do not have any archaeological evidences to justify the statement whether he used to write good poems or not. But through the books, we come to know that he adopted the title of Kaviraj. Might be he writing very good poems, so therefore he assumed this title. Other than this, guys, he was also proficient in playing Veena. So he was also proficient in playing Veena. That shows his love and affection. That shows his love and affection towards music. So that shows his love and affection towards music. Now, how we come to know that he was proficient in playing Veena? We come to know through the coins. So through the coins. So through the coins we come to know that he was a person who was very much experienced in playing the veena. So he issued a coin in which it was shown that he is playing veena. So historians concluded that he might be proficient in playing veena. Is that clear to all of you guys? Is it clear to all how the historians conclude that he might be proficient in playing veena? That was through the coins. So now guys, what he used to do, so he used to issue the coins in order to justify the statements that was given by him, and he was also known as 𝗕𝗬𝗪𝗪 So he promoted Hinduism. You will find that he promoted the Hinduism, promoted the Hindu culture. At that point of time, that was not directly the things. So he promoted the culture and he adopted the title that is 𝗕𝗬𝗪𝗪 So he promoted the culture of Hinduism. At that point of time, guys, it was not directly being called as Hinduism. So he promoted the culture of Hinduism, the Hindu god and goddesses, and he associated himself with Vishnu and associated himself with Lord Vishnu. Therefore, he adopted the title of 𝗕𝗬𝗪𝗪 So, one of the titles of Samudragupta was 𝗕𝗬𝗪𝗪 and he was the real fighter. So, it is said that he not only won the North India but also went to the South. So, I hope guys is that clear to all of you about the titles that was adopted by him, and he was very brave king. Now guys, it is said that he has two sons. So, Samudragupta has two sons. Samudragupta has two sons. One was Ramgupta. One was Ramgupta and second was Chandragupta. Chandragupta was the name of the father of Samudragupta also, and Chandragupta was the name of son of Samudragupta also. So both grandfather and granddaughter, grandson, they share the same name. Therefore, historians called him Chandragupta II. Therefore, historians called him Chandragupta II so that we can easily identify who was he. So, who was who? So, that to identify easily, he was being titled as Chandragupta II. Now, guys, Ramgupta was elder and Chandragupta was younger. And during the time of Ramgupta, you will find that Shak attacked India. Shak attacked India, and at that Shak attacked in fact Magad. And you will find that at that point of time the Shak ruler was Rudrasimha Tritiya. So the ruler who attacked was Rudrasimha III. Now what happened guys, at that point of time Magad was being ruled by Ramgupta, and Ramgupta was not a very popular king. He was a timid type of king, so he was a weak ruler. So what happened, Ramgupta, he was easily defeated by Rudrasimha III. So Ramgupta was easily defeated by Rudrasimha III. Now guys, when Ramgupta was defeated by Rudrasimha III, what happened? So the thing that happened was Rudrasimha III, he gave a very bad proposal. He gave a very indecent proposal to Ramgupta. He said that if you wish to continue rule your kingdom and if you wish to save your life, then you have to hand over your wife to me. So that was a very indecent proposal that was being sent by Rudrasimha III in order to humiliate Ramgupta, because everyone knew that Ramgupta is not a competent ruler. Now Ramgupta, in spite of fighting against Rudrasimha III, he agreed. He agreed that okay, I will send, and you should not take over my kingdom and you should spare my life. Now when this thing was being heard by Chandragupta II, he became angry. From his brother he said, what type of king you are. So you agree that in order to save your life and save your ruling, you are handling over, you are just surrendering your wife to a before an intruder. So that is a very disgusting, and this has not happened in the history of Gupta rulers. So now I will be the person who will take this charge. So he said that although the ladies will go, but not the real one. So me and my soldiers, they will go as wearing the costumes of ladies, and then we will assassinate this Rudra III and will bring back the glory to the Gupta Empire, because once you will do this thing, it will put a bad name. It will be a bad name for the Gupta rulers. So it will put a bad name for the Gupta rulers. So finally, guys, what happened? Finally, he got, when Chandragupta II, he went before Rudra III and he came out, and then the war happened in which Rudra III was defeated and was killed as well. So this thing, it is mentioned in a whole drama. This thing, it is being mentioned in a book, that is a drama book, and that was named as Devi Chandraguptam. So the event, so this event, it is mentioned in book that was technically a drama, and the name is Devi Chandraguptam. The name is Devi Chandraguptam, and Devi Chandraguptam, guys, it is written by Vishakhadat. Vishakhadat, and it is in Sanskrit. So this is being written in Sanskrit. So whole things, it is written in Sanskrit. And Ramgupta was the ruler who issued copper coins. So Ramgupta was the ruler who issued copper coins. So copper coins in Gupta period, that was issued for a few years, and that was being did by Ramgupta, who was an incompetent ruler. Now guys, it is said that after defeating Rudra III, Chandragupta Vikramaditya or Chandragupta II, he came back to the place and he killed his brother Ramgupta and then became the ruler. And according to him, the kingship should not be in the hand of a weak person. So the kingship of this great empire should not be in the hand of a person who is incompetent, who is ineligible. Therefore, he assassinated Ramgupta and became the next ruler of the Gupta Empire. So he assassinated Ramgupta and became the next ruler of the Gupta Empire. So I hope, guys, is that clear to all of you कि Ramgupta ruled for a very short span of time, and how he was, why he was assassinated. Why he was assassinated. Is that clear to all? I hope it is clear, guys. Now I will be discussing with you the next thing, that is the Chandragupta II or Chandragupta Vikramaditya. So he ruled from 380 to 414 AD. So he ruled from 380 to 414 AD. Now the other names of Chandragupta was Devraj and Devgupta. So he was known as Devraj or Devgupta. And what he did, he killed his elder brother Ramgupta, who was incompetent, ruler. So he killed his elder brother Ramgupta, who was an incompetent ruler, to become the next ruler. And then he took over the throne. Now guys, Chandragupta, when he became the ruler, he married two ladies. First wife was Dhruv Devi, and Dhruv Devi was also known as Dhruv Swamini. Dhruv Devi was also known as Dhruvaswamini, and it is said that guys ki she was beloved of Chandragupta II, and she was married to Ramgupta because Ramgupta was the ruler, and he forcefully married Dhruv Swamini or Dhruv Devi, and after getting assassinated by his younger brother Chandragupta II, Chandragupta II again married his lady love, that was Dhruv Swamini. Other than this, guys, the second wife was Kuber Naga, and she was the princess of Nag dynasty. They were ruling near Mathura, so she was princess of Nag dynasty. Princes of Nag dynasty, they were ruling near Mathura. And you will find that, guys, ki Chandragupta has a very vast kingdom, so he made two capitals. So he was ruling a very vast kingdom. So he has two capitals. So he declared two capitals. First capital was always Patliputra. First capital was always Patliputra. And why he was declared two capital? Because so that he should rule effectively. And the second capital he declared, that was Ujjain. The second capital he declared, that was Ujjain, because he was ruling a very big kingdom, and in order to have a better administrative convenience, in order to have a better administrative convenience, he declared two capital. So in order to have better administrative convenience, he has two capital. Now guys, as I have told you, he defeated Shak ruler Rudrasimha III. So he defeated Shak ruler Rudrasimha III, and he was not only defeated, but he was killed in the war also, because because to take the revenge of the insult of Gupta dynasty, so he attacked on Rudrasimha III and he killed him. Now guys, it is said that after this victory, Chandragupta assumed the title of Vikramaditya. So he adopted the title of Vikramaditya and also known as Shakari. So he adopted two titles. So after defeating Rudrasimha III in the battle, he adopted two titles. First title that was adopted by him, that was Vikramaditya, and then Shakari. Shakari means killer of Shakas. So killer of Shakas, so he was called Shakari Vikramaditya also. Therefore Shakari Vikramaditya was his another name. So Shakari Vikramaditya was his another name. So as he defeated Shaka, so he adopted a new name, that is called Shakari Vikramaditya. And in order to celebrate this event, he introduced a silver coin. So in order to celebrate this event, he issued silver coin. So he issued silver coin in order to celebrate this event. I hope guys, is that clear to all of you? Other than this, you will find that Chandragupta made, that I have told you, he made Ujjain as his second capital because he was ruling a vast area, and for administrative convenience. For administrative convenience, he declared Ujjain as the second capital, that was located on bank of Shipra river. This was located on the bank of Shipra river, and he also adopted the title of Param Bhagwat, that he wanted to show his devotion towards Lord Vishnu. So in order to show his devotion towards Lord Vishnu, he adopted the title of Param Bhagavat to show his devotion towards Lord Vishnu. He adopted the title of Param Bhagavat, and it is said that, guys, ki during his time period, a famous Chinese traveler came all around from China to India, and the name of the traveler was Fahian. So he came from China to India, and he came India during the time of Chandragupta Vikramaditya. Now, guys, you might be thinking ki why he came to India, what was the reason for him to come India? So actually, he wanted to collect the copy of Vinay Pitak. He wanted to visit the religious places. He wanted to visit the places associated with Buddhism. So first reason was to visit the places associated with Buddhism, and wanted to collect Vinay Pitak. Vinay Pitak that contains the monastic code of conduct. So Vinay Pitak, guys, that has monastic code of conduct. So he wanted to collect Vinay Pitak. So I hope, guys, it is clear to all of you. So first of all, he wanted to collect Vinay Pitak, that is called basket of discipline. This is called basket of discipline. Why? Because it contains the code of conduct of Buddhist monks and nuns. So it contains code of conduct of Buddhist monks and nuns. So he wanted to collect Vinay Pitak. So he came to India. So he came India in 399 and went from India in 412 AD. So he was there in India for almost period of 13 years. So he visited different Buddhist places, like he visited Lumbini, he visited Bodh Gaya, he visited Sarnath and other places which was associated with Buddhism. And he also went to Sri Lanka. He also went to Sri Lanka, and there he did not have a very good experience. So it is said that he did not have a very good experience in Sri Lanka. So what he did, guys, so he left. So he wrote about Sri Lanka that it is a land of demons. And whatever the experience that he gained in India and while coming to India in the different places, he wrote in a book. So he wrote in a book that is called 𝗕cie. That means record of Buddhist kingdom. A record of Buddhist kingdom. So he wrote in a book that is called 𝗕cie, that is called Record of the Buddhist Kingdom. So this is how, guys, Fahian, he became popular, and finally, guys, Fahian got the copy of Vinay Pitak in Patliputra, but that was written in Sanskrit. So he learned Sanskrit, then translated the books and in Mandarin language, that is in Chinese, and then he took away from India. Other than this, guys, Chandragupta II is famous for the iron pillar that is found in Mehroli. That is found in Mehroli, and Mehroli, it is in Delhi, and it is being put in the Qutub Minar complex. So it is in Qutub Minar complex. Minar complex, and in the courtyard of Quwwatul Islam Mosque. So in the courtyard of Quwwatul Islam Mosque, and it is rust-free iron. Rust-free iron, and it shows the quality of metallurgy in India. Other than this, guys, you will find that Chandragupta Vikramaditya was famous for his Navratnas. So he was famous for his Navratnas, that is the 9 experts of different fields. 9 experts of different fields. 9 experts of different fields, that is called Navratna. And out of this, the important one, first was Kalidas, who is called Shakespeare of India, and he wrote the things in Sanskrit. Then you have Amar Simha, who was a lexicographer, and he wrote Amar Kosh. Then you have Dhanvantri, who was a physician. Then you have Varamihir, who was an astrologer, who was a very famous astrologer who wrote Panch Siddhantika, Surya Shatak, and Panch Siddhantika, Surya Siddhant. Other than this, you will find the another very famous person was Vetal Bhatt. Vetal Bhatt, who was a person who practiced the occult sciences. So you will find these were the very famous personalities in the court of Chandragupta Vikramaditya, and collectively they were known as Navratna. So collectively they were known as Navratna. I hope it is clear to all of you. Is that clear to all of you guys? Okay. So this was about the Chandragupta Vikramaditya. This was about Chandragupta Vikramaditya and their Navratnas. Now guys, after the death of Chandragupta Vikramaditya, his son Kumar Gupta became the next ruler, and he ruled from 414 to 454 AD, and he was son of Chandragupta. Chandragupta II, or called Chandragupta Vikramaditya, and the name of the wife was Ananta Devi, adopted the title of Mahendraditya. And the most important thing that happened during his time period was the foundation of Nalanda University. So he was the person who was the founder of Nalanda University. Nalanda University, guys, it was a center of learning of ancient India. And technically it was a Buddhist university. So technically it was a Buddhist university. Technically it was a Buddhist university. So technically guys, it was a Buddhist university, and it was a center of learning, and it is located in Bihar. So Nalanda was located in Bihar. And guys, it is said that in the Nalanda University, it was a residential university. It was a residential university. So it was a residential university, my dear learners, and the entrance test used to get conducted. So if any person wishes to take admission in Nalanda University, first of all, that person has to clear entrance test. And that entrance test was taken by gatekeeper. The gatekeeper used to ask 10 questions. And if any candidate gives 3 correct answers, then the candidate they used to get admission in Nalanda University, and it was just a center of learning. Now guys, this Nalanda University, which was a center of learning, center of pride, that was being demolished by Bakhtiyar Khilji, and he was an intruder. So Bakhtiyar Khilji, and he demolished in 13th century. He demolished in 13th century AD, and he was governor of Bihar and Bengal. Governor of Bihar and Bengal in army of Muhammad Ghori. an army of Muhammad Ghori, and Muhammad Ghori was also known as Muhammad bin Sam. And other than this, guys, he was the second ruler who performed Ashwamedh Yagya. So second Gupta ruler after Chandragupta, after Samudragupta, who performed Ashwamedh Yagya. So he was the second great ruler who performed Ashwamedh Yagya. At first time it was being performed by Samudragupta, and he did Samudragupta did two Ashwamedh Yagya, and Kumargupta first performed one Ashwamedh Yagya. So is that clear to all? Is that clear to all, guys? Okay. Now, guys, after Kumargupta, Skandagupta became the ruler. So after Kumargupta, Skandagupta became the ruler, and he ruled from 454 to 468 AD. And during his time period, guys, Huns, they attacked India. And Huns, they were the barbaric tribe of Central Asia. And whenever these Huns people, since they were barbaric tribes, so whenever they see any prosperous empire, so they used to attack on that prosperous empire. Why? Just to plunder the wealth of that empire and make their areas progressive. So since they were barbaric in nature, so they used to attack the prosperous areas. Now, Magad was very prosperous during the time period of Gupta ruler, so they attacked Magad as well. But at that point of time, Magad was being ruled by Skandagupta, and Skandagupta was a great warrior. So what happened ki during the war, Skandagupta brutally defeated Huns. And once Huns, they were brutally being defeated, what they did, so they went back from India, and they never came to India till Skandagupta was alive. So it is said that they went to Persia, and in Persia they did mass massacre. So they just devastated the whole civilization, they devastated their culture, they plundered as much as they can. So they did all brutal things in Persia. Now, guys, when the Huns, they came to know after many years when they were in Persia, कि now Skandagupta is died, and the ruler and the successors of Skandagupta, they are not that much competent enough to hold this big empire. So they started attacking frequently on Gupta Empire. So by the time Skandagupta was there, they never keep an eye on Magad. So during his time period, Huns attacked India, but Huns were brutally defeated. So Huns were, guys, they were brutally defeated, and they were brutally defeated by Skandagupta, and during the time of Skandagupta, they never came to India. And you will find that he was the last powerful ruler of this Gupta dynasty, and he also repaired Sudarshan Lake. Sudarshan Lake, that was in Junagadh, Gujarat. So he repaired the Sudarshan Lake that was in Junagadh, Gujarat. So he repaired this Sudarshan Lake as well. Now, guys, according to the things, when the attack of Huns became regular, so why Gupta rulers declined? So why Gupta rulers declined? First of all, guys, the reason was the frequent attack of Huns. Other than this, you will find that the frequent attack of Huns, the successors were incompetent, and due to high decentralization of empire, the Gupta dynasty started becoming weak, and the last ruler of this dynasty was Vishnugupta. So the last ruler of this dynasty was Vishnugupta, and he died in year 550 AD, not 1550, 550 AD, after which Gupta Empire ended. So after the death of Vishnugupta, Gupta Empire ended, and it was taken over by Vardhan dynasty, and it was being taken over by Pushyabhuti or Vardhan dynasty. So that was being taken over by Pushyabhuti or Vardhan dynasty. Is that clear to all, guys? Is that clear to all of you? Now, let's come to the things. Now we have discussed this Gupta Empire. Now let's discuss the question answers so that we should have a proper revision of the things that we have studied till now. The first question before you is which Gupta ruler adopted the title of 𝗕cie𝘂𝗀𝘀𝗧? So which Gupta ruler adopted the title of 𝗕cie𝘂𝗀𝘀𝗧? Dohitra means Nati, that is the son of daughter. Chandragupta first, Kumargupta, Chandragupta second, or Samudragupta? So which ruler adopted the title of 𝗕cie𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗧? So that was being adopted by Samudragupta. Reason was this ki his mother, that was Kumar Devi, she was princess of 𝗕cie dynasty. So his mother Kumar Devi, she was princess of 𝗕cie dynasty. Therefore, he adopted the title of 𝗕cie𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗧 to show the relation with 𝗕cies, which were very powerful kingdom of Vajji group. Next question we have, who was the founder of Nalanda University? So which ruler was the founder of Nalanda University? That was in Bihar. So Kumargupta, Samudragupta, Ramgupta, or Chandragupta II. So who was the founder of Nalanda University? So guys, Nalanda University was founded by Kumargupta first. So Nalanda University was founded by Kumargupta first. He was the founder of this university. Next we have which Gupta ruler assumed the title of Kaviraj? So which Gupta ruler adopted the title of Kaviraj? Options are Ramgupta, Samudragupta, Shrigupta, or Buddhagupta. So the person who adopted the title of Kaviraj, Kaviraj means great poet, that was Samudragupta. So Samudragupta adopted the title of Kaviraj. I hope it is clear, but we do not have any archaeological evidence to say what was the level of the poem that he used to write. Although we do not have evidence, but we get the things from the literary sources. Other than this, guys, during time period of which Gupta rulers Huns attacked Magad? So during the time of which Gupta ruler Hun attacked Magad? Although Huns, they were brutally defeated, and by the time that king was alive, they never came to India. They never came to India at that point of time. So that was being did by during the time of Skandagupta. So Skandagupta was the last great ruler of this dynasty, and during his time period, Huns, they did not came back to India. Next we have the question which Gupta ruler adopted the title of Shakari? So which Gupta ruler adopted the title of Shakari? That means killer of Shakars. Options are Shrigupta, Samudragupta, Ramgupta, or Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II is also called Chandragupta Vikramaditya. So the person who adopted the title of Shakari was Chandragupta II. Reason was this he defeated and killed Rudrasimha III, who was a Shak ruler. So he defeated and killed Rudrasimha III, who was a Shak ruler. So I hope it is clear to everyone. So guys, with this I come to the end of today's session, and in today's session we discussed about the Gupta rulers, and the Gupta period is considered as the golden period of Indian history. So guys, here I will complete the session for today, and I hope you must have found the session interesting and informative, and through the question practice you must have got the grip over the subject, grip over the topic as well. So let's meet in the next session. Till then, please take good care of yourself.